Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare medieval condotto di fiori di pruno, a sort of a blancmange made with blackthorn flowers, as described in Anonimo Toscano's Trattato, written in the 14th century. We start with the ingredients. We need almonds, wine, lard, and blackthorn flowers. Flowers sometimes appear in medieval and Renaissance recipes, usually for the preparation of savory dishes. For example, roses or flowers of aromatic plants. In the case of today's recipe, the preparation is made with fiori di pruno, which are in season. Pruno in medieval Italian sources can refer to both blackthorn and plum trees, depending on whether it is wild or cultivated. Although they are different species, the taste and smell of the flowers are very similar, so you can use the ones you have. Whereas sloes and fresh and dried plums appear in the cookbooks as well as in the sources on medicine, the flowers don't seem to have many uses, except for the preparation of this recipe. An example of a recipe that uses sloes is in the description below. We used about 100 grams of almonds and 20 grams of flowers, diluting with a cup of water and a cup of white wine to make 2 or 3 servings. Feel free to change the proportions according to your taste. But remember that blackthorn flowers and plum flowers have a bitter taste, so it would be a good idea to add them in moderation. According to the author, the final consistency should resemble amido, which means starch. Its preparation is reported in other Italian medieval cookbooks. In the version presented by Anonimo Fiorentino and Anonimo Veneziano, written in the same period, almond milk is thickened with starch, thus obtaining a cream sweetened with sugar and sprinkled with cloves and pine nuts. We pound the almonds in the mortar, add the blackthorn flowers, pound them, and dilute with wine and water. Then we filter the mixture to obtain the almond milk. If you want to know more about the use of flowers throughout the history of Italian cuisine, check out our book Early Italian Recipes, Vegetables, Fruit, Herbs and Flowers, which contains recipes selected from primary sources, from the Antiquity to the end of the Renaissance. If you're interested in medieval cuisine, read our translations, Libro della Cucina Medieval Tuscan Recipes, and Registrum Cuquine, a medieval cookbook. The translation of Anonimo Veneziano's cookbook is available on our Patreon page, along with other translations of historical sources and articles about ancient and medieval food. You'll find all the links in the description below, along with the links to buy us a beer and purchase our merchandise. We cook the almond milk with 2 pinches of salt and a little lard until it thickens. The original recipe calls for lard or capon fat, but you can use butter instead if you prefer. This dish was unusual and had an interesting flavor that recalled a little bitter almonds, thanks to the taste of the flowers themselves mixed with almond milk. It is unclear from Anonimo Toscano's Trattato how this dish would be used in a medieval banquet. We paired it with medieval meatballs wrapped in cold fat and it was delicious. It would be interesting to try it with the other ingredients mentioned in the recipes for amido, with the addition of sugar, cloves and pine nuts. This version of condotto di fiori di pruno should be amazing. You will find the links to the recipes for medieval meatballs in the description below. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, subscribe our channel and consider supporting us on Patreon.